This is Crancer again. Just want to talk to you a little bit about the Azure Small Business Server scenario. So before we decide to go ahead and buy infrastructure as a service or go ahead and move everything over, we need to understand why we're doing it. So the basic reason is if you take a look at your current server farm, or if you just have one server, if you're a small business, you typically only have one box. And in that server, I mean, it can be expensive, right? And it's a capital expenditure. It's something that you're going to have to pay one time, but when you do, you have to pay for the software, the installation of the software, the configuration of the software, and then you have to pay for upkeep of the server, right, over the next 5 years. You want to depreciate it over those 5 years. But during those 5 years, your performance of that particular server goes down every single year. And then you're having to call the technician in more and more times, which is costing you a lot more money. And the total cost of ownership, the TCO, is much greater than you probably thought when you bought the actual server. So understanding that is paramount to understanding why you would take that and choose or evaluate Azure Infrastructure as a Service option, right? So Azure Infrastructure as a Service option basically allows you to take that server that you have on your desktop or inside the server closet or wherever it's located and migrate all of the things that are inside that server up into the cloud. Now, do we advise you to do everything and move it, everything up there? Well, no. I think one of the best ways of doing things is to do a hybrid environment where you're slowly migrating your information up there. There's a lot of benefits to it. One, you're not going to have to do a capital expenditure to go ahead and get it up and running. Two, the cost to maintain all the equipment and upgrade the equipment every 5 years is going to go away because you rely on us to go ahead and manage your infrastructure. Three, security. As we can turn on Azure Active Directory, we could have identification for all the users that are there. And then lastly, I think, backup, disaster recovery. That is really paramount to, I think, a lot of businesses. We have a lot of natural disasters out there. But if your business is in the cloud, if you have your services in the cloud, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if anything happened to your organization, you can spin up a copy of the server, in Azure with Azure Site Recovery. So hopefully you understand that. We do recommend that you start with a hybrid environment. You start slow and you kind of move your things up. Thanks so much for checking this out. Have a good day. Bye-bye.